Hey guys, what is going on? This is Pants Art Dragon, and today I'm going to be going over the jungler mindset and what they're thinking when they're about to camp a lane or even gank it. So this video will be useful for everyone in any lane, since if they know what the jungler is thinking, they can definitely avoid some ganks. This also can help you as a jungler if you need some tips on ganking, and there will also be some tips where you should avoid ganking a lane. And so with all that being said, let's get started. Alright, so first up, a jungler will camp or gank a lane if ... the enemy is playing aggressive. When you're playing aggressive, you're putting yourself overextended in the lane as you're trying to force out trades, and also your skills will be down, so something like Echo's E, which is a pretty good tool for escaping ganks, is now down since you used it aggressively. So now the jungler has an easier time to gank you and kill you. The jungler will also gank if he knows there are no wards. This one's kinda self-explanatory, but basically the jungler can wait until the enemy makes an aggressive move, and then bam, he shows and appears for a gank. A jungler should most likely gank if the enemy has no flash. A flash down means no jail out of free card, so it's going to be harder for him to get back to his tower when you gank. These kills are so free if you have like enough damage, the enemy is in the middle of his lane, and you have some CC. Honestly, this tip is the most prioritized tip that I follow when I'm playing in the jungle, so I'm definitely trying to emphasize this tip a lot for you guys. And so basically, if their flash is down, easy gank, easy game. Hopefully this helps you a lot, and that's why it's very important for your laners to give you information when enemies' summoners are down. Next up, a jungler will gank if the enemy is overextended. So longer lane means more skills and damage coming out from you and your ally onto the enemy, and if the enemy doesn't have a long enough escape, it's going to be pretty hard for him to get back to his tower, where safety resides. So usually, anything that is overextended is a free kill. Just be careful for any counter ganks, or maybe the enemy is pushing for a reason, and he knows he can 1v2 you guys. Who knows? Next up, a jungler will gank if him and his ally have a lot of kill potential on enemy. Indications of high kill potential onto enemies are things like hard CC, in this case Malzahar's ultimate, versus a melee champion. And another indicator is high damage potential coming from both of you. And the final one is the amount of gap closers you and your buddy have for the enemy. In this case, we have no gap closer, but Yasuo's melee. And a jungler will gank if the enemy has no escapes. So if the enemy has no dashes to get away, the enemy is a very immobile champion, and maybe the enemy doesn't have flash either, then they're definitely prone to ganks. And next up, a jungler will definitely camp a lane if the enemy is raging, tilting, and all chat, because honestly, people just love making people mad, let's be honest here. Don't tell me you don't get a sick satisfaction of just pissing someone off on the enemy team by just killing them over and over. And if they're also concentrating on all chat instead of their own gameplay, they're obviously, tilting, angry, negative emotions, etc. If there is someone on the enemy team who's known as a rager, AFKer when the game is going bad, that is definitely put on the top of my priority list, as it can definitely make the game 4v5 if I can just gank him enough. So a jungler will gank if his ally can snowball, or maybe they're dual queue. So in a dual queue, you definitely have a lot more communication, as you're probably on voice comms or something, and you can definitely coordinate ganks and team fights better. He'll tell you his summoners when he feels like he can get a free kill, and yeah, it's just much more easier to do it with a dual queue. And someone like Twisted Fate can definitely go through other lanes with his ultimate and show his presence there when he's super fed. When I'm on my main account and I'm playing Challenger, I love to camp for the Riven mains. These guys are really good at just snowballing the lane and showing their presence around the map, and their teamfight potential is just superior, and basically you set them up for carrying your ass. All they need is that first blood and they can go off. Next up, if you're an early game jungler like Lee Sin, Evelynn, Elise, all these LCS high elo picks, these are champions who want to apply some early game pressure on the map, and so most of their success does come from the early game, and so expect to see a lot of ganks from these certain type of junglers. Next up, we're going to be doing the opposite segment where a jungler will avoid a lane if ... the enemy is tanky. No one wants to gank a full hit point Tahm Kench. Like, he has double his health pool, so why even bother? Like, unless you have a permanent slow and he's super overextended, it's not wise to gank tanky champions. In this case, I'm not really that tanky right now, so I'm definitely vulnerable to a gank, but I mean, there's useless on the other side, so that doesn't really have too much impact when someone's trying to gank me. But once I have like a Sunfire Cape and I have like a big health pool, unless you have enough damage to take me down, there's no way you're gonna take down a Tahm Kench. A jungler will avoid the lane if the enemy is 3-0. Alright, so let's look at this at a jungler's perspective, or aka mine. So, the enemy is 3-0 against my laner, and maybe he got some ganks, maybe he didn't. If he didn't get any ganks, then that means he just solo killed him 3 times in a row, and that means my top laner kinda sucks. Why would I want to try and help this top laner who sucks? I'd rather much help my other laners who are maybe going even or have a little advantage on the enemy, and just win the game off them. And if you do go top lane, what if you get 1v2? Maybe they're Renekton, maybe they're Riven. And look what just happened, you basically sit yourself behind and your top laner even more. So if you're a top laner watching this video and you are 0-3, you're better off dead, and you should notify the jungler to go to other lanes and snowball them. At this point, you're just going to rely on your team to carry you out of this game. And then at the end of the game, when you're like 0-8 and you win the game, you gotta type GG easy. Best feeling in the world. But apparently it's a bannable offense, so maybe you shouldn't. Next up, a jungler will avoid ganking lane if the enemy is pushed into his tower. Now, a jungler can sneak into your bush if you're on a side lane, which is advanced jungling 101, and I don't think it happens often in silver, gold, and platinum. But usually, if the enemy is pushed into his tower, how the hell is the jungler supposed to pull off this gank? If your jungler is smart, maybe he can set up for a counter gank, or again, the bush gank, or maybe even a tower dive, but usually he can't come from the river, he can't come because the enemy's overextended, so there's a low chance of the gank actually working. So the jungler will probably not come by in these situations. Next up, a jungler will avoid ganking a lane if you already got camped or already 3-0. So at this point, I don't think you really need the jungler's help anymore. You can probably get solo kills on an enemy and zone them very hard from CS, and also you are probably snowballing already. So me as a jungler will be like, okay, you don't need help anymore, time to apply my pressure on other lanes. The only time I'll come back to your lane is if I sniff out the enemy jungler coming to your lane with my stanky nose, and then I'll come for a counter gank. Or of course if it is a free kill. But again, I probably want to try and apply my pressure on other sides of the map than just one lane. Next up, a jungler will usually avoid ganking a lane if he's a farm jungler. So this obviously doesn't apply to every farm jungler, but usually someone like Shyvana, Warwick, Master Yi, you don't really see these type of champions ganking a lot just because they're kind of weak in the early game. I know Warwick will try and find a gank when he's level 6, or just trying to get the Devour stacks, which in my perspective isn't the way to play a Devour jungler. You should always play him like a regular jungler, but I'll save that in-depth information for another video. And yeah, most likely farm junglers will stay in their jungle and try and farm to get their saved Devour most of the time. A jungler will avoid ganking a lane if his ally doesn't have any CC. So if you're a jungler and you're thinking of ganking bot lane for a Soraka and Ezreal, it's most likely not going to happen. Like, we don't really have any damage, and most importantly, we don't have any CC to lock down enemy or even start a fight. So a jungler ganking for lanes with no CC, there's a low chance that the gank is probably not going to work. At best, the jungler is looking at counter ganks. And finally, in the last segment, a jungler will avoid ganking a lane if he's behind himself. If he died somewhere on the map, if he was AFK for the first 3 minutes, his prioritize should be trying to catch up and trying to get himself back in the game by farming the jungle. If he goes in for another gank and he dies a second time, he'll honestly just be setting himself super behind. And so what a jungler should be doing, in my opinion, is he should go from a aggressive style to more passive style until he feels confident enough that he has some levels and he can get back into ganking enemy lanes. Anyways, thanks for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a comment below on what other tips that you might find for junglers' tendencies to have when they're ganking or camping a lane. I definitely didn't name them all. I listed most of the basic ones and some advanced ones. And yeah, hopefully this video made you kinda understand more of the jungler's mindset and how they plan on ganking lanes. So you as a laner can try and avoid those ganks, or if you're a jungler, then hopefully some of these tips helped you. And if you didn't like this video, definitely leave a like because it does support my channel a lot. And yes, I am Pantera Dragon, and I'll see you guys, I think in 3 days, maybe 2 days. Yeah, let's make it 2 days or maybe even 1 day. Okay, let's just make it, I'll make it 1 day. There'll be a jungle karma for you guys in Diamond 2 in the near future, so be sure to look out for that, and I'll see you guys next time.